Hi, Dr. Lockett here again. Talk to me for Transform Temple. And we're here to talk about the three pillars I talked about before, which are an aligned spine to keep you at your optimal health. It's all about the optimum health that God has ordained. With an aligned spine, balanced systems of the body, and God's food. It has to be nourished with His food. So when we talk about the aligned spine, we're talking about the nervous system, balanced systems. You got it, several systems in the body that all have to be working together without interference. And then you have what nourishes that temple and that body is God's food. So one of the things I wanted to share is your fork is more powerful than prescription pharmacy because food is medicine. We tend to live a life of being reactive instead of proactive. So we chase symptoms because we've been taught that you only go for professional help when there is something wrong, or we're taught that you wait until you have a symptom and then you start trying to research and find out answers. So I believe that God intended for us to live in a state of balance where we're already doing what is necessary so that our bodies can thrive in the best way possible. When I say your fork is more powerful than pharmacy, meaning we value our prescription medicines more than natural foods. Example of that is recently I had a relative who was offered some natural things, and I understand sometimes there's a little apprehension because you're not knowing, but natural things like food is always going to be better for you than prescription. Prescription causes the body to do something where natural foods actually are what the body already has and is trying to use it to benefit or balance the body. So not saying that you shouldn't do prescriptions, but a lot of times we'll value it above natural things. Like sometimes blood pressure medicine is like, I gotta take my medicine. But when you mention eating grapefruit or maybe doing some exercise or relaxation, breathing, 4-7-8 breathing example, do some of those things, we kind of downplay those. But when it comes to let me get my pill, we have to do it. It's so adamant. So why can't we have that same adamant, decisive action behind eating God's food, which is what He called us to do? He said, food is medicine. This will be yours for food. He's already outlined it. We just have to obey. Every bite that you take is either fighting disease or feeding it. You're either fighting disease or feeding it. So one of the side effects of that is inflammation. Inflammation throughout your body. Inflammation starts on your plate. So it's what you put on your plate or in front of you before you indulge determines whether you're going more towards health or disease. Inflammation contributes to joint pain, contributes to stiffness in the body, and it causes your body to heal slower and your recovery takes longer. That's why as you get older, these things happen naturally, but it's supposed to be on a time system and not we're rushing it when we start doing things that we're not supposed to do to our temple. We actually make our time of departure or death date a lot sooner than it has to be. The body repairs itself with the nutrients that you give it. So when you feed it healthy, you get health. When you feed it garbage and empty calories, like putting water in a gas tank, going nowhere but full, you will end up with this death and destruction. So every bite that you take sends instructions to your cells. We are billions of cells. Our bodies are made up of billions of cells, and each cell has components that have to be nourished. So when you eat bad foods that don't nourish the cells, your body is left confused. I believe cancer is a part of that confusion. Inflammation is a part of that confusion. Autoimmune diseases are part of that confusion. Confused systems create chaos in the body. Some foods say, oh, I'm going to reduce inflammation, I'm going to repair the tissue, and I'm going to improve your energy. Those would be the God foods. Those say that, and it does that. The body sees it, responds, and uses it. But then there are other foods that we know we shouldn't be eating, but we do, which store fat, increase inflammation, and it creates fatigue. So if you have any of those symptoms, chances are you're not thriving, you're just surviving. So I just want to take time to encourage each of us. Let's start taking authority over our health. Let's start doing the things that we know we should be doing without having to be forced, because the choice is ours. We either choose to do it ourselves, which is eat God's food, or later be forced to, because we have to be, they have to remove, the doctors will start removing those foods and telling you you can't have certain things because of urgency. So let's not get to that point. Let's be preventive. Let's be proactive, not reactive. So I say, if you want to get your body back, it's not too late. You can click the comments below or look at the comments below. I have connection with me. I can be there for you to help you on this journey to the best health that God intended for you to have. I'm so thankful to be able to serve the people of God so that they can have the health that God ordained them to be and to have. Let our forks be powerful. Let God be proud.